Grace and peace, beautiful people. Grace and peace. I'm not even going to do the intro this time. You heard me. I'm got to get straight into it. I got download number 2, baby. Download number 2 happened to me on yesterday. And what's so crazy about it, I was out here doing DoorDash because I just love to serve people. You heard me. I love to help people, people that want to be helped. Because I'm going to say it like this. If you ever do DoorDash and you realize you got the ones that don't want to give tips, you heard me, but they want their food, baby. You're not hungry on my watch. You heard me. You got to help me help you. But anyway, I was at this McDonald's yesterday, and when I walked in, it's like I was able to feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, it's like I can feel the energy of the room. And the lady that was behind the desk, when I greeted her, she was like, "You got to be from Louisiana." I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "I'm from Louisiana too." I said, "How long you been here?" "I'm here in the Dallas area." I said, "How long you been here?" She said, "Well, I've been here since Katrina." I said, "Oh, okay, cool." I said, "Well, let me ask you a question." She was like, "What's that?" I said, "I need you to be real." I said, "Wasn't Hurricane Katrina a blessing in disguise?" She was like, "You know what? Me and my mama, we talk about that all the time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We lost so many people have died." I said, "Yeah, let me stop you right there." I said, "So many people have died. This was 18 years ago, but strategically, so many people have died during the pandemic." Now, she was like, "I never thought about that." I said, "Yeah, so let's go a little deeper. 18 years ago is when Hurricane Katrina happened. Now, present day, this is 2023, post-pandemic. Now, if you ask somebody, you know what I'm saying, about Hurricane Katrina, that's from the particular area or that is from Louisiana, they went through a trauma type of situation back then. And those that still don't see that as a particular blessing, then guess what? That means they still haven't experienced a pandemic. Because the way that the mind works is going to always bring you back into the trauma. So if you allow yourself to stay in that particular trauma, that means you're not experiencing this beautiful life that you can be living. You're going to continue to do the same way of operation, how you always operated, because that is considered as a trigger. If anybody says anything about a time that you were triggered, you're going to close up and you're going to go away. Which is just like that particular narcissist spirit. If the narcissist spirit can actually keep you in bondage within your mind and not give you understanding of what God is trying to do, then you're always going to miss the boat. You heard me? Really think about life. There are certain things that you never talk about with others because of those family curses or whatever, not the family curse, those family secrets. Within that particular family secret is the reason why every particular lineage, every particular generation is not changing. You heard me? Because if everybody's still operating one way as a family, then what can we really get? We can only get what's already gotten. And if nobody answering the call, then for sure, that's the reason why they ain't gonna have no millionaires in the family or no billionaires. And just like one of my other messages, you're going to get there and you're going to have the conversation with the creator. Why didn't I become a millionaire? Well, you wanted to hold on to all this stuff that served you no purpose. Everything that you've been through in this life was strategically designed by you to get back to your original self. Now, don't let that go over your head. Understand your life. Everything in your life. If you go back through your lifespan, every heartbreak, every particular win, loss, or break even, all that, everything was designed by you in order to get back to your original self. And that original self is your higher self, because in this particular realm, you only sent a percentage of yourself down here. So everything, you got to think, something happened to you back then, so the devil already know how to get you. You go ahead. I'm gonna start getting into this thing with God and all this other stuff. The devil hear that too, babe. The devil know what your weakness is. Ladies, gentlemen, the devil know what your weakness is. It's to the point to where, fellas, I'm gonna start getting into y'all too. You heard, man? A lot of them women be talking about, man, why you don't ever say nothing about the men? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, cause I know my analytics. My analytics tell me I only got like 20% of men that actually follow me. Some of them dudes I know. If it's somebody I don't know, I got to talk to them right then and now, because you got to understand. I know that the narcissists use anybody. So yeah, somebody may come in trying to seem like, you know what I'm saying, they man was had and all. Nah, my brother, I already know. I can already see. You got to think about it like this. What you post on social media lets me know what you all about. You heard, man? Especially if you post in trap music and inside your stories and all. How is that helping the people that's around you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's something that you jig to or whatever the deal is. But my question is that taking you to or further away from the Lord? I was just asked just a little while ago about that reel that I put out about, you know what I'm saying, being a child of God. Yeah, we all are children of the Most High. But at the same time, certain people veer off that particular lane because that wide path is where they rather be at rather than that narrow path. Once you get on the narrow path, you got to understand the people, the wide path, you ain't going to have nothing in common. But let's say you're a business owner and now you heard this. Think about all the people that you connected to on social media. You heard, man? If y'all all on the same path, then that's the reason why that business, that's why that business operating the way it operates. Unless you know how to encourage somebody, which most of y'all still are un-okay. I'm going to say it like that, un-okay with going live. You have a gift within you that people are looking for. You heard, man? They're not looking for you. They're looking for what you possess. And once you start to give your gift to the world, you're going to resonate with your tribe. You heard, man? Being in one business, staying connected to the same 5,000 people every year, where's that getting you? Because the algorithm going to cap you out too. You heard me? Yeah, you got 5,000 people, 10,000 people, but the algorithm's still only showing it to a certain amount of people. You wonder why certain individuals will post something simple and they'll have about 500 to 600 likes. The reason being is because they have 500 to 600 interactions. They're interacting with all these people. They're not just being connected to 10,000 people sitting at their 9 to 5 posting something and then everybody gonna come run to them. That don't work like that. It's not designed like that. There's always going to have something that's going to try to cap you off. Just like, for instance, if me and you have ever attempted to have some sort of business conversation and you became a professional ghost, that you got to understand, you're not giving up on me. You heard me? Because now, still, after all this time, I still get to watch the struggle. If I, you know what I'm saying, if I come across your page, you heard me, because it's only strategic pages that I'm actually looking at on a day-to-day basis, because it's all about having a strategy. Once that particular strategy is out, I'm not connected to them same people anymore, especially when I know there's one or two things, that Jezebel spirit that I keep talking about that nobody seems to understand. I'm noticing that it's common. You know what I'm saying? I had a person ask me, is that their purpose? Yeah, chances are, because there's different levels to it. You got the middle school Jezebel. You got the high school Jezebel. You got the college Jezebel. You got the married Jezebel. You got the divorced Jezebel. You got a lot of different Jezebels. And the thing about it is, fellas, if any of the fellas are watching this, you're not going to become who you was created to become if you stay connected to the Jezebel spirit. Because you got to think, read that story in the Bible. Ahab, I believe his name was. You can't have Jezebel without Ahab, and you're that Ahab spirit, because you're going to always be influenced by that Jezebel spirit. Even if you don't even know him, you got to think that Jezebel spirit probably don't even know you. You just following her. You heard me? She see you in the notifications. Or vice versa with the ladies. Got male Jezebels too. You heard me? You're following him. You know what I'm saying? He probably don't even know that you exist. Unless you jump in the DMs or whatever the deal is, or end up putting yourself out there in the pool of pee. That's where the pool of pee is. People saying, why there's so much pee in the pool? Well, you keep jumping in it too. Because every time that there's a thirst trap picture, male or female, you put your name in the hat. That's a pool. You're not looking at it like that, but that's an actual pool. You're adding yourself to the pool of individuals, and what happens? Life is like Tetris. When you fit in, you disappear. You have to upgrade your mindset. Once you upgrade your mindset, you're going to start to see all kind of different things that's taking place right here in front of you. I had one of my young brothers post yesterday about this being mental health month, men's mental health month, or something like that. I don't keep up with the times because I don't experience that world. And he was like, I don't see nobody posting and saying nothing for that. Well, you can't post and support that if you had something to do with that. Some of y'all have something to do with everything that's going on in your family, and you don't even realize it because you're keeping it going. You heard me? That's just like when it comes towards sports. There's certain teams that we know ain't going nowhere when the season starts. You heard me? The organization ain't changing nothing. It's a family organization. Like they say, yeah, as long as you stay with your family, baby, you're going to miss the fruit and what you're actually looking for. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get blessed with a few things, but guess what? The devil gives blessings too. You heard me? Where is your mindset at? You know what I'm saying? Wherever your mindset at is where everything going to be, just like I mentioned. If 99% of your day, it's all about fitting in, and then that 1% is when you riding back home, you listening to some type of motivational message on the way to work or on the way back from work, giving just that 1%, that 99 gonna always overrule that. That's just like if you only read the Bible and you don't take no scriptures with you throughout your journey. You don't know absolutely nothing that's gonna happen in your day. What you know that's gonna happen is what that cycle of happening. Monday through Friday, you know you're going to do something that you don't want to do. And guess what? You okay with that. You know what I'm saying? It's no secret no more. This is 2023. What you post on social media is going to let everybody know. Well, it's going to let people know who has the wisdom and understanding of what's really taking place within this particular realm. And my question is, why be connected to so many people when you don't have nothing to offer? All you have to offer them is, you know what I'm saying, a thirst trap photo. You know what I'm saying? Especially the ones that's married. Be like, man, listen, I feel sorry for the husbands, but it's a chance. I'm not connected to the husband. So I ain't no telling what's going on that side. It might be, you know, a married couple, a male and female Jezebel. You heard me? That's like that stuff with Will Smith and his wife, Jada. That open relationship, that's that male and female Jezebel. You heard me? Oh, you never thought about it like that. I understand. There's so much other things that you're not thinking about either. And it's so unfortunate because your children are watching. You heard me? They're watching everything that you do. Everything that you do, they're soaking it up. That's the reason why them children been out of school 3-4 weeks at this point. The only time they leave the house when you take them out the house. They not going to play outside. They ain't going to do none of that because guess what? They've been watching you and they see what's important to you. So that's what's going to be important to them. You like to play on that phone all day. When you get off of work, all you do is sit on that phone, huh? Well, that's what they doing all day while they sitting in the house, treating every day like the weekend. And nobody's saying nothing about that. Man, I never thought about it. Like, get you some wisdom and understanding, baby. All this wisdom and understanding can only come from God. You heard me? If you following me and you actually watch one of my particular clips, and one day you'll have a conversation with me. If your conversation is that low-hanging fruit stuff, you heard me? Are you in a relationship? I already know where you at. I know what you're looking for. You in that cycle. You heard, man? Not every man is the same, baby. And then, fellas, let me tell you this. If you want to change, you want to become who you wanted, who you are, who you was created to become, you're going to have to get rid of certain of your homeboys. Because if you want change, but you don't want to move away from them, you're going to miss the boat every single time. You heard me? I mean, sometimes it's cool, you know what I'm saying, share a little something here and there. But an everyday thing, come on, man. You got to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? Go through your follow list, dog. Get all them Jezebel spirits out of there. I'm telling you, it's going to make you feel better. Just like, for instance, in this life, nobody taught me about semen retention. Semen retention, what's that? If you want to be a part of the 1%, go and do a lookup. Go do some research on it. You heard me? Give yourself about 7 days. After them 7 days, if you have the courage, because I done sat down, I done told a couple of my homeboys about it, and I ain't got a response back. Oh man, we need to talk about this. I'm here when you're ready. Don't get no response. That was months ago. You start to really get the opportunity to see who you have around you. And until you get to understand who you have around you, then you're just going to be just another male. You heard me? Think about it. Every woman that you've gotten up until this point, you lusted after that woman. You didn't even want that. You just wanted, once you got what you got, you heard, man, the thrill was gone. On to the next, right? How can you come out of that? That's a cycle, B. Your uncles, they ain't going to tell you none of that because none of them know nothing about that either. You heard, man? You're not a man until you can pull one of these off. And yeah, it's a hard situation, but at the same time, if you got the courage, you can make it happen. You heard me? How do you set yourself apart? You do something that you know other men not doing. To the point to where when you walk in a room, you know that you're different from everybody that's in there. You heard me? But do you want that? Not everybody want that. You can just look at the stories on the weekends. Pinpoint something. There's been plenty of times I see one of my homeboy, still in the club, this and that. My brother, that's still where we at? Oh man, this is a little fun, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to have a little fun. Okay, cool. Yeah. I feel you. Because I know I used to be into that. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing to do. But at the same time, how can we change if we can still be manipulated by other men to do something that we say we didn't want to do? The spotlight is on you now, fellas. You heard me? The women been making all that noise all this time. You heard me? But at the same time, we can come out of this thing, man. But anyway, really think about what's being said, man. You know what I'm saying? It's much more to life than what you think that's taking place. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm going to just leave it at that. I love y'all, man. Grace and peace.